Hey, what's up, EDTE 4200? Welcome. And this week you will be doing your EdCamp. And the EdCamp, it's a pretty cool process. It tends to be one of the best activities that people enjoy throughout the semester. And there's always really good reviews on the conversations that take place in the EdCamp. But, how can there not be? Because it takes place at Catalina Island. The buses leave on Saturday at 6:45 a.m. Make sure that you're there at least 25 minutes before we leave. Just kidding. So, EdCamp, the real thing. You're not going to Catalina Island, so don't stress out. Or be too happy. Let me start out with what an EdCamp is. First, the image right here on the bottom right is it was one of the EdCamps that took place here at Cal State Bakersfield a few years ago. Bakersfield did pretty well with hosting one of the largest EdCamps in the CSU system. They had it over multiple years in a row. And how it would go is a lot of teachers would come in, they would hear like an inspirational keynote, and then everybody chooses, when everybody gets there in the morning, everybody writes down kind of what they're going to want to be talking about or learning about as they get there. And so it's a lot of topics that come up. About 500 people are there. Then the EdCamp organizers, they take all those ideas, because they're written on cards, they kind of match them up, and then from there they come up with the main topics that people are interested in. Could be things like tools to use in the classroom, working with elementary students, classroom management, and then those groups are assigned to different areas out at the campus or wherever the location is, and then there's facilitators that are assigned the room. And so if you see here on this one, I was assigned to this room, and so here I was just a facilitator, so I wasn't the person that was talking. I was just kind of the person that was continually asking questions, getting the conversation to keep going, asking people to kind of elaborate more. But the majority of the conversations were generated, or the conversations were always generated on what people were into, and it was always very organic and bringing out the ideas that people had. So keeping in mind that EdCamp, you're going to be doing a virtual EdCamp, and your virtual EdCamp is going to take place on Flipgrid over the next 2 weeks. These conversations are going to be based on whatever you want to talk about related to educational technology. And then you're going to post at least 4 times over the next 2 weeks. You can post more. I have no problem with that. Because I really just want you to be able to collaborate and hear what your colleagues have to say. And you're going to learn a lot just being able to have those open conversations. And then your post can either be an initial post or a response. And so what I mean by that is you don't have to come up with your own specific idea that you're hoping people could hop into. You can just jump into another thread that was already created. But again, I do want you to post at least 4 times over the next 2 weeks. But if you post more, that's perfectly okay, and you can interact and engage as much as you like. Aside from those initial 4, definitely reach out if you have any questions. Excited to hear your ideas and engage with just what you're into outside of just what we're covering in the course right now.